God bless you all today. This is a quick little message for our youth group. Today, if you look through our window, you can see it's a stormy day. It's raining very hard and the wind is blowing intensely. So it is one of those days in which we stay at home, right? And on rainy days, there's a few things that I like to do. When I see it's going to rain, I look for a good book to read. I like to watch a good TV show and maybe enjoy a hot cup of chocolate. So those are things that I like to do when it's rainy because I don't like to go out when it is stormy and rainy like today.
Yeah, I have my favorite things to do: binge watch Netflix, not have a hot cup of chocolate because it's too hot now in the summer, but maybe a nice iced coffee that I make at home. And you guys know that I work a lot. Usually, before the pandemic, I have my main job and like 5 side jobs. So when it's a rainy day like this and events get canceled, I just relax, watch TV. Sometimes I read a book. I practice the piano or the guitar, just things that I enjoy that maybe I don't always have the time for on a regular, sunny, beautiful, busy day.
And so I know that we as human beings like sunny days. When it's sunny outside, you get to go out or you can open your windows without any fear that the rain and the wind is going to come in and maybe damage something in your home. So I think we all like sunny days more than rainy days. I do know people that do like rainy days. My son loves rainy days. But isn't it beautiful that we have a combination in nature? Some days are rainy and stormy, and some days are sunny and beautiful. And so that is in a way how life is too. Life will bring to us things that are enjoyable and wonderful and blessings that we really truly treasure and enjoy. And it'll bring some rainy days to us. There are days in our lives where things don't go our way, when we feel like it's not our best day, when we have worries, when we face our own storms. And those days sometimes don't make us happy. But I have to say that it is all in the attitude that we display, right? The choice that we make to either be unhappy or to complain about what we have or don't have, or to complain about our rainy day, or to say, you know what? Let me find something to do on this rainy day. Let me use this time in my life that maybe is not the best, or it's bringing a test that I am having a tough time completing, or it's a time in my life where things are not going my way. Let me use it to learn some lessons from it and to gain something from it. And so if that's the attitude that you take on those rainy days, they are less worrisome and you can navigate it easier.
And you guys know, we've talked about it before. Opposites, right? You can't have happy without sad. You can't have rain without sun. You have to go through those rainy days and those tough times to understand and truly enjoy the good times and the sunny days. If every day was a sunny day, it would be so boring. Life would be so boring if every day went great for you. It would become monotonous. It would become so the same thing over and over and over again. And even though it's a good thing because it's a sunny day, it would still become boring. So having those opposites, having those highs and those lows, a rainy day and a sunny day, makes both of them special in their own way. So even though it's a rainy day, or you're going through your own storm or your own issues, your own problems, it doesn't mean that it has to be a negative thing. In the moment, it might feel negative. But in the long run, later on, there's always that silver lining we talk about. You can see that, okay, I made it through the storm. What did I learn from it? What did I get out of it? What can I change going forward so that I can enjoy the sunny days and be ready for the next storm? This isn't the first storm we've had in New Jersey, and it's not the last one we're going to have either. Sometimes it's rain, sometimes it's snow, which is a whole other type of storm. Sometimes it's heat. We just came out of a heat wave of days and days. It's a different type of storm. Still sunny day. Too sunny. So it's that finding that balance that we always talk about of happy, sad, rainy, sunny, and enjoying both sides of that spectrum.
And so I want you to think that the next time you see a storm like the one we're having outside, watch what happens after it's done. When we're in the middle of it, we focus on, oh, it's so windy. Oh my goodness, the trees are breaking. Wow, it's raining a lot. We are flooding. We focus on what's going on in the middle of the storm. And we forget that a storm doesn't last forever. It does have an ending. And usually after a storm, everything is renewed. The trees, yes, the branches will break, but new branches will be reborn. Everything that a storm destroys usually comes back stronger. So sometimes those storms and those things that we go through in our life will strengthen us, but we have to find the good in it and the lesson in it to walk away from it stronger than what we were when we had to face it. And so there is a Bible verse that we want to share with you that reminds us of that there is good even in the worst of times, but that it is you with your attitude and the decision that you make to find that good in the situation who can walk away stronger from having gone through the storm. So we're going to share that verse with you. Think about it, and we will conclude our mini presentation for you. This is just a conversation to make you think and try to find what is good in any storm that you may be facing.
So the Bible verse is from Romans chapter 8, verse 28. And it says, "We know that in all things God works for good with those who love him, those whom he has called according to his purpose."
So that it doesn't mean that you have to say, "Oh, I'm so glad that a storm is destroying everything." No, that's not the good that it refers to. We are not glad that a storm destroys buildings and trees and hurts people and all that. That doesn't make us happy. The goodness that it talks about is finding the lesson, the learning that you walk away with after having been through a storm. Like we said at the beginning, that after a storm, things are destroyed sometimes, but they come back renewed and sometimes stronger than what they were. So we found something good in something that wasn't good, which was the destruction that is caused by a storm. So think about that for a moment. Plan on good things to do on a rainy day. There's so much you can do at home on a rainy day. And think about that verse. Try to find the good even in the worst of times. Lessons that you can walk away from the worst of times that can make you stronger and better and help you for that next storm that will come, because storms are inevitable. They will always happen.
And not only storms that you go through are the same that other people go through. So the storms that you've endured, or example, the ones that I endured when I was in high school, it gives me the ability to talk to you guys about it. And the storms that I went through can maybe help your storms just become a drizzle or some heavy winds instead of a full-blown storm. So remember that your storms give you an experience, give you knowledge that you don't have to just keep to yourself. If I kept all my examples to myself, you guys would be so bored with me. You know, it's about sharing what you've learned and what you've endured. And sometimes it's hard. It's hard to talk about the rainy days, the tough days. But we have to, not only for yourself, but to help others. So a storm that maybe I'm going through right now is, maybe you noticed the tape. I'm injured. I'm hurt. I'm learning that I have to strengthen my body with help from others, from doctors, from physical therapists. But that just means I'm going through this storm. I'm not alone. I have help. And I can use it to help other people later on when they're exhibiting signs of being hurt or going through their own storm. So just remember that your own personal storm, A, you're not alone, and B, you can always teach somebody else through the experiences, the storms that you've been through. Same with the sunny days. The sunny days that I've had, I've been able to share with you guys too, and you know, say, oh, one day I want to have a sunny day like Natalia has. Or one day I want to have a day like Maria has, even if it's a rainy day. So just remember that you're never alone, and your storms, you have us to back you up in them. You know that.
And no storm lasts forever. No rainy day lasts forever. And usually they end with a rainbow, which is a reminder from heaven that everything will be okay, and that things in the end always work out for the best of those who love God and have given God a place in their life. Take care. We love you. Enjoy this rainy day and be safe. God bless you.
Bye, guys.